Hi everyone, I'm Annalicia with HandsOn Higher Ed. I am so excited to show you how I've been staying focused and productive working from home during the coronavirus pandemic by using my Happy Notes as my to-do list, meetings, and calendar. These stylish planner covers designs from Brittany Mills' Etsy shop are gorgeous. I'll be sure to link their Etsy shop, social media, and our discount code below. Stylish planner covers will return July 10, 2020, so be ready because from now until the end of the year, if you use the code HandsOnHigherEd25, you will get an additional 25% off your entire order. This is my meeting and calendar notebook. Since COVID-19, I've had to reorganize and readjust with how I achieve my tasks from my Zoom meetings and organize my life in order to stay focused and productive. All the materials that I use to create my meeting and calendar notebook, as well as my to-do list, I'll be sure to link below. The first section are meetings, which believe me, I attend a lot of Zoom and Microsoft Teams meetings throughout the week. When it comes to meetings, I have found it helpful to block 30 to 60 minutes after a meeting finishes, if possible, so that I can use that time to complete the tasks that I need to accomplish. How I like to organize my meeting notes is that I will state the meeting name, the information, topic, and focus, the date and time, all the tasks that were mentioned that I need to complete. I will also map out any updates that I have for individuals in that meeting, such as projects and announcements, as well as any questions that I may have that I need answers to. The next section is one-on-ones. These are meetings between myself and one other individual, such as a one-on-one with my direct supervisor or a one-on-one meeting with the individuals that I directly supervise. Great, so as you can see here, I almost use the same exact layout that I use for the meetings. During my one-on-ones, I will make sure to list the person's name, the info, topic, or focus, the date and time, the tasks that I'm needing to complete based off of that one-on-one, any updates that I have to share with them, questions that they're asking me that I didn't know the answers to that I need to get the answers from, and any follow-up information that I need to follow up with them on. This section is for projects, which can include special projects or initiatives that I'm currently working on, as well as committees that I am in. This section has been extremely helpful because every day for about 1 to 2 hours, I block off my calendar to complete items in this section. I love these project and goal sheets by the Happy Planner. What I like to do on each of the sheets is that I'll write the project or goal, the subject, which is like the committee or project, the overview, the date, the planning steps, the action items, as well as deadlines. This section is for notes. I started my recent position in February 2020, so there's still a lot of things that I'm still learning about. So I like to use my notes section as an FYI, things that I have learned, important notes about updates on policies and procedures, and just information that I may need to look at again in the future. So the next section is my calendar. Before, I used to carry around my entire work planner, which I have done a video on and will be sure to link it at the end of the video. However, due to COVID-19, I have found it helpful just to maintain 1 or 2 months at a time. So here's a section that I have as just a blank piece of paper, just in case if I need to note anything for that month. Here in this side, I have a monthly calendar, monthly habit trackers, monthly goals, a section to-do list or just check it off, note to self, jotting down, top priorities, and just things to be thankful for. So like I mentioned before, I started my recent position in February 2020. So in this section, I actually will write down all the tasks or projects that I did for that month so that I can kind of keep a record about it. So when next year happens in June, I kind of have an idea of what I did. So here's an example of my monthly calendar. And then in the next section is the Happy Planner's dashboard layout, which I absolutely love. This has definitely been a game changer since I've discovered this layout. But wait, there's more. Now on to my to-do list. So now my to-do list. I made a previous video on my to-do list method, which is similar, but I've had to make some adjustments and changes since COVID-19. I'll be sure to link that video at the end of this video. So I know to-do lists can be pretty overwhelming, so the first page that I actually decided to place was an inspirational quote and reminder. So in this section, I have my weekly goals, which I will include 2 work, 2 home, and 2 me's every single week. And regardless of what my to-do list looks like, as long as I accomplish those 6 goals, everything's great. The first section is today's to-do. So the last 30 minutes of my workday, I like to prepare this section for the following day. I will map out my top 3 priorities, to-dos for that day, my schedule, which I've been keeping track on how many hours I've been focusing on email management, meetings, and projects, as well as things that I did well that day or possibly an area of growth. So these are tasks that I will list that I'm hoping to accomplish during that day. So now is the urgent section. So these are possibly things that absolutely have to get done that happened sometime between after I left the office and the time that I came in. So these are definitely top priorities, and these are things that I will accomplish ASAP before I focus on the today's to-do. So this section I have found to be extremely helpful. So this section is for questions, and I will actually list all the questions that I need answers for. So questions that whether the individuals that I'm directly supervising are asking me that I need answers for, or questions that I have to ask for my supervisor. So this section is for my calendar. So these are items that I need to plug in into my Happy Planner calendar as well as my Outlook calendar. So when it comes to items in this area, these are things that I need to include, such as events that I need to add, appointments, or deadlines. So finally, we're on to task. So something to note is that these are things that should be accomplished between the next couple of days. So once after I'm done completing my urgent tasks, as well as today's tasks, I will then go ahead and go into this section, and if I have time, I will start completing some of these items. So this section here is known as soon. So these are things that I need to accomplish, but it doesn't have to be either today or tomorrow, but it has to be sometime within the next week. So just to let you all know, I'm trying extremely hard with using the block scheduling. So Mondays and Fridays are typically my admin days and are the days that I accomplish these soon tasks. So once I'm done accomplishing the urgent, the today's to-do, the tasks, and then the soon, I will then go ahead and start working on the future. But something to note is that the items that I listed here in the future section are things that don't have to be done immediately, but sometime during the next month. So our last section are ideas, and wouldn't it be a great idea if you all subscribed to us and liked this video? So for this section for ideas, I will map out suggestions, feedback, solutions, which will end up being future projects and potential tasks. Well, I hope this video sparks some ideas and ways that you can stay focused and productive during this time.